There they are. They were all laying down. They were all laying down out there asleep, and I walked out here on the deck and it scared them all. That's okay, because all the babies were asleep. Mom and Daddy was standing sentry on both sides. Look how that older hatch is getting pretty good color to them. They really are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see how the color is getting in them already? They're getting pretty good size. The other hatch is getting a little bit of color, but not hardly any at all. They're quite a bit smaller. It was dead calm when I come out here, and naturally the wind started blowing. Kind of really messed up this audio, I'm sure. Thunder rumbling. But that's the end of the storm. The end of the storm is Jimmy, right there. That blue sky right there. That's the end of it. The sun is back over there. Blue sky. Should be a rainbow out here somewhere. I don't see one. Should be one right in there somewhere. That's kind of where the clouds are ending. Whoops, there we go. Not too good a rainbow, but a rainbow nonetheless. A rainbow nonetheless, yes sir. Yep, that's pretty. Sitting right on the mountain. Run over and grab that pot of gold. Gold prices are pretty high. Look at those pretty things going out through there. Zoom back in on them. It's the group of 8, the group of 4. They stay together, but apart. Isn't that something? Sure are growing. Really are growing. Okay, guys and gals, we took a look at some of our geese. We took a look at the geese after the storms and the rains had kind of quit, and now we have a bluebird day. We got a north wind blowing, but I still have carrots. I left these carrots in the mule where I started up here yesterday evening, and started raining on me. So we're gonna get in there and feed these and see if we can get a look at the antlers in here. I've got 3 little small bucks in there and 1 larger one. So I'm gonna get in there and see if we can take a little look at them and see what happens. And we'll see if we can't get a look at some antlers here. We haven't been in the pens up here in a while. And I've also got to show you something. I want you to take a look. There is the pen. There's the pen that the deer are in. There's the pen we put the humus soil and planted the food plot in. Take a look at that. How's that for humus soil, huh? How's that for humus soil? You want food plots that look like that? That's exactly what we did, humus soil. And I'll walk around in there a little bit, maybe in a little separate video or something. But let's go feed some of these babies some carrots. These are wild deer in here now. They really are. They won't come up and eat out of my hands. All right, let's set up and see what happens over here. I'm gonna get over here. They're all down below. They're only in half the area they normally are in because we planted food plots over there on that side, and it's just absolutely getting really, really big. I mean, it's really going to be a great food plot. We're going to hopefully wait until some of the babies get born, and maybe until most all the babies get born, and because they're going to be really hard to find when we get them over there. So we'll be hard to it'll be hard to operate. It really will. But that's half of the pens up here, and you just take a look at them and see what they look like. Just absolutely unbelievable. I'm doing a lot of looking around as I'm carrying this thing, so I'm not paying a whole lot of attention to what I'm taking a picture of. But I'm going to get right in here, and these guys are really wild acting. They're not used to me being in here much anyway, so you can see. But I'm going to start throwing some carrots out there and see if I can't get some of them to come up here and start get a little closer to me. Some of them are coming up a little closer already. So they see what I've got here, and they smell the carrots, and hopefully, yeah, come on up here. There we go. Looky there. Looky there, yeah, looky there. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, yeah. Yeah, I like that. I might just stay back here behind the counter. I know I'm not going to hit my tripod there. I know we're not going to get up there real close to too many of them. I just as soon keep them all down here in the bottom, be able to look at them. I'll throw some carrots way out there. And they're scarfing them up, these up here close by. These girls, none of them have had any babies yet. Try to get as many of them to come up here as I possibly can. Going a long way out there. This girl right up here close, she's just about to come up and take them out of my hand, I believe. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi. Yeah. She's awful close. Not minding it too much at all. She said, that is a little bit too close, boss. That's a little bit too close there. Yeah, isn't she pretty? Isn't she pretty? Yeah. All right. We hoping to have a few babies in here pretty soon. I'm gonna just leave it on this, let it run right here, and see if I can't get down there and get a little bit of a closer look at some of those antlers. Looks like most of those deer are not going to come up here very close. You can see the biggest buck there, of course, is our brood buck. He had some really nice antlers this last year, which was, I think, only his first set of antlers. So this will be his second year. And you can see I've got the little bucks down there. There's a little buck down there. It's got two little bucks. It's got really, really, really good antlers on them. And you see that one right there. There's another one that's got split antlers as well. So those little bucks are going to end up being really pretty good. There's a little buck coming up here a little bit closer over here. Over there on that right side. It's a pretty nice buck. That might be the big one there. It's really kind of hard for me to tell because the little ones have got such good horns. And that bigger one, that's only his second set of antlers as well. So they've got one deer right up here really, really close to me. I've still got 2 more pounds of, you can see those 3 bucks right there. All 3 of them in the picture at once. And I think the 4th one is right over there, which I think that's the biggest one of the lot right there. Now you remember he was coming up and eating out of my hands pretty well, so we'll see. We'll see what he does. See if maybe we can get him up here a little bit closer. And I'm gonna open up another bag here. Stuff in my pocket, that empty bag. You can get a real good look at him here. I think that's our big buck. It's the daddy of whatever's born in here this year. He's the only one that was in here, so we're hoping he turns out to be a really good father. Because if he's not, we're not going to have any babies. But it looks like several of them are. Okay, well, it looks like they're all carrying, really, not just several of them. Got a few more kind of running up here. You'd think that some of them that are down there just laying around, you'd think some of them would see what's going on up here, come on up here and get involved, especially since there's food involved. I'm hoping to get that bigger buck up here a little closer. All I'm doing is throwing it out there on the ground. These sit out all night, so they're kind of warm. I think they're fine. I don't know if they can. They were in the ice box and they sat out all night. They're a little wet. Like I said, I was hoping to get that bigger buck to come up closer. So far it hadn't happened. I've been throwing some stuff way down there as far as I can throw it. Hopefully talk a few of them into coming a little bit closer. So far that's not happening at all. That big there, that's got a big belly on her. Both of those have got big bellies on them. But you can look down there and see that's a good bunch of deer right there. Can't really get a real good look at them, but because we can't get really close to these deer in here. But they're just wild. That's all there is to it. They're even wilder with Apache, and he's in here with them pretty much every day. You'd think somebody come in offering all those carrots out there. See all those carrots on the ground right there? I mean, golly, what more can you ask for? Look at all those carrots. Yeah, buddy, Jimmy's spreading the carrots out there. That's spreading the love, guys and girls. That is spreading the love. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm going to go ahead and just throw them out there where obviously not many of them coming up here, so I'm going to kind of scatter them out all around so when I leave they'll be able to come up and, you know, maybe all of them get a carrot or 2. 3 pounds of carrots is a lot of carrots, which is exactly what we've got is 3 pounds. That's the end of the bag. That's the end of the bag right there. So All right, that's the end of that bag. All the moisture out of there. Put that thing in my pocket. All right, I'm gonna go back out. I'm gonna go through the over on the other side there, and just walk around a little bit just to show you in close what that food plot looks like, because that is a dynamite looking food plot. I just want to walk through there and just kind of give you an idea of how big it is. And that's where we put the humus soil down, and we put some seeds down last fall. We put some seeds down this spring, and that's what happened. It's absolutely gorgeous. And we're going to do this side over here. Once we move the deer over there, we'll do this side over here and plant it, and hopefully have a place where we can rotate them back and forth. Now, ironically, when you put a lot of deer in there, they're going to eat it, and it's going to trample it down pretty quickly. It doesn't really last all that long. Well, let's go take a look at it. All righty. Here, boys and girls, is a humus soil food plot. That is just absolutely wild. This baby, when we put humus soil down and planted in here this spring, this looked like that over there. And you can see the difference right here. This right here is knee deep. See right here, knee deep to me. That's just how deep it is, coming up and touching my knees as I walk through here. And as we walk through, it's got a lot of rocks and gravel in it. There's some areas where there's really a lot of rocks. I got to be kind of careful. You know, a guy could step on a big rattlesnake in here too. That will not be good. But we got a few areas in here that is pretty much solid rock. There might be areas that we didn't put much humus soil. I'm not really sure. But you can see that there are some thin areas in it. And mostly the areas it's got lots and lots and lots of rock. And but the areas that that had good humus soil in them and got some good dirt, you can see just really got a lot. There's thin patches, but you see that corner where we probably had no humus soil at all, and there's a lot of rocks over there. But you can see that we've grown an incredible good little area for the deer. When we have babies, we're going to move them over in here and let them have the babies on that other side. And we're going to move them over here in this side. And we've got this broken into 4 areas down here. You can see right here, that's just pretty much solid gravel right there. And now probably we could dish some seed in right there, seed mixed in with humus soil, and print that in as well, I imagine. I believe we could probably do that. But you can see here that that it's just doing really good, doing absolutely great, as a matter of fact. And we look over on the other side and look through the fence right there and see we have the exact same situation happening over there. Some of the areas where the rocks are pretty thick, we didn't get much growth, but then you look at the rest of it and you can see just absolutely beautiful area for the deer. There's a lot of food there. We've got rye and fescue planted in here, and so a lot of this is going to just be absolutely wonderful for them. And this is the kind of food plots you can expect with humus soil, whether you get a lot of rain or not much rain. You know, waterless garden is what the main product is called that SGTM makes. You can order it now on sgtmtech.com, and you can order small bags of it there, large bags, trailer load, truck load, whatever. And whether you're planting a flower pot with a beautiful flower in it, or whether you're planting 1,000 acres of corn, you can get the humus soil and mix it in with your soil. And you'll have an amazing situation. Those microbes will go to work. You'll have fantastic growth. Again, you can see the difference right here, and just looking at these 2 sides right here. Look at this side over here that we've had the deer off of, and we put the humus soil down and planted, and you can just see right here, this is just absolutely incredible. Some of this is over knee high, as a matter of fact, and it's just absolutely a beautiful area. We'll be moving the deer over here once they have their babies, and the babies will have a lot of protection over here. They can actually lay out here. We don't have to worry about being in the shade. They'll have shade just in the grass. But you can see that area down there where the trees are. They're going to be able to just have a blast. All we need to do is start having babies. We haven't had any. We're getting here toward the end of May, so it shouldn't be long until we start having some. But this is a humus soil deer plot. So you want to try it out. Try some out with a tomato plant or 2, or a flower pot, or whatever you got around your house. Buy you a small bag of it for $10 and Give it a try and see what you think. You're going to be amazed. You want to grow some plants in your house? It's a great way to grow them. SGTM Tech, TECH.com. SGTM, Sustainable Green Team, SGTMtech.com. And this is the kind of results you could expect.